What happens when we die? It's the ultimate question, one that has puzzled humanity for millennia. From the moment we first grasped the concept of our own mortality, we've looked to science, faith, and philosophy for answers. Is it a final, silent end? Or is it a doorway to something else entirely? For centuries, this mystery has been shrouded in belief and speculation. But today, we're pulling back the curtain, exploring this profound question through the lenses of modern science, first-hand human experience, and deep philosophical thought. Join us on a journey to the edge of existence and beyond, as we seek to understand what truly lies on the other side. Let's begin with what we can observe and measure. From a purely biological standpoint, death is a process, not a single moment. It begins with clinical death, when the heart stops beating and breathing ceases. For a brief window, about 4 to 6 minutes, the brain is starved of oxygen, but it's still technically alive. This is the crucial period where resuscitation is sometimes possible. If revival efforts fail, we enter the stage of biological death. Brain cells, deprived of oxygen and nutrients, begin to die in massive numbers. The intricate network of electrical signals that constitutes our thoughts, memories, and consciousness fizzles out. One by one, the body's systems shut down. The temperature drops, muscles stiffen, and the slow, inevitable process of decomposition begins. Science tells us that the physical vessel, the intricate machine that carried us through life, simply stops working. The energy it contained dissipates, and its matter is recycled back into the ecosystem. For many, this is a clear and definitive end. The story of our biological self concludes. But is our consciousness just a byproduct of biology? Is the self, the I that experiences the world, merely a complex series of neural firings? This is where the scientific explanation for many feels incomplete. It describes the how of the body shut down but doesn't touch the what of the mind's experience. This is where the conversation takes a fascinating turn, moving from the laboratory to the realm of human experience. We're talking about near-death experiences, or NDEs. Millions of people across the globe, from all walks of life and cultural backgrounds, have reported vivid life-altering experiences while clinically dead or close to it. The accounts share striking similarities. Many describe the sensation of floating out of their physical body, often looking down on the scene below, doctors working on them, family members grieving. They speak of traveling through a tunnel of light towards a brilliant, loving radiance. Some encounter deceased relatives or spiritual figures who greet them with overwhelming peace and love. A common feature is the life review, where their entire life flashes before their eyes, not with judgment, but with a sense of understanding and connection. For those who have them, these are not dreams or hallucinations. They describe the experience as being more real than reality itself. Skeptics propose scientific explanations for these phenomena. The tunnel of light could be caused by oxygen deprivation in the brain's visual cortex. The feelings of euphoria and peace might be a flood of endorphins released by the brain under extreme stress. The out-of-body sensation could be a disconnect in the brain's temporoparietal junction, which governs our sense of self and space. These explanations are plausible, yet they don't fully account for every aspect of NDEs, particularly cases where people accurately report details of their surroundings while they were clinically unconscious and had no brain activity. Could consciousness exist independently of the brain, even for a short time? These personal testimonies challenge our purely physical understanding of death and suggest that the end of the body might not be the end of the self. They open a door to possibilities that science is only just beginning to explore. Beyond personal experience and scientific data, humanity has always turned to philosophy to grapple with the concept of death. Ancient thinkers across cultures have offered profound and varied perspectives. The ancient Egyptians, with their elaborate burial rituals and the Book of the Dead, saw death not as an end, but as a perilous journey to a blissful afterlife. Success in this journey depended on living a virtuous life and knowing the proper spells and incantations. In ancient Greece, Plato argued for the immortality of the soul. He believed our physical bodies are temporary vessels for an eternal, non-physical soul that exists in a world of perfect forms before birth and returns there after death. For Plato, life on earth was just a shadow of a greater reality. His student, Aristotle, had a different view. He saw the soul as the form of the body, inseparable from it. When the body dies, the soul as we know it ceases to exist. This idea resonates with a more modern materialist worldview. Then you have the Eastern philosophies. In Hinduism and Buddhism, death is part of a continuous cycle of birth, death, and rebirth known as samsara. Our actions in this life, our karma, determine the circumstances of our next. The ultimate goal is not a heavenly afterlife, but moksha or nirvana, liberation from this cycle of suffering altogether, emerging with the universal consciousness. These philosophical frameworks aren't just abstract theories. They've shaped how entire civilizations approach life, mortality, and morality. They offer us different ways to find meaning in our finite existence. Whether we believe in an immortal soul, a cycle of rebirth, or simply a return to nothingness, these ideas force us to confront the biggest questions. What is the purpose of life if it ends? And how should we live in the face of our inevitable death? So, where does this leave us? We've looked at death through three distinct lenses. Science gives us the stark biological facts. The body ceases to function, the brain goes dark. It's a story of mechanics and chemistry, a process of closure. Experiences, the powerful and consistent reports from those who have touched the edge of death, tell a different story. They speak of light, peace, and a consciousness that seems to persist beyond the physical body, challenging our materialist assumptions. And philosophy provides a rich tapestry of frameworks for meaning. It doesn't give us one single answer, but rather a multitude of ways to understand our mortality, whether it's as a transition, a cycle, or a final end. Perhaps the answer isn't found exclusively in one of these fields, but in the interplay between them. Maybe consciousness is an emergent property of the brain, as science suggests, but one so complex it can create profound, reality-altering experiences under duress, as NDEs show. Or maybe, as many philosophies propose, our consciousness is more fundamental than matter, and the brain is merely a receiver or a filter for a consciousness that exists beyond it. The truth is, we don't have a definitive answer. The question of what happens after we die remains one of life's greatest unsolved mysteries. But maybe the point isn't to solve the mystery. Maybe the true value of contemplating death is what it teaches us about life. Facing our own mortality, truly understanding that our time here is limited, can be a powerful catalyst for change. It encourages us to live more fully, to love more deeply, and to stop wasting time on things that don't matter. It pushes us to mend broken relationships, to chase our passions, and to find our purpose. The awareness of death can be the ultimate motivator for a life well lived. Whether you believe in a scientific end, a spiritual journey, or a philosophical cycle, the conclusion is the same. The life we are living right now is precious. The Roman emperor and philosopher Marcus Aurelius wrote, "You could leave life right now." Let that determine what you do and say and think. This isn't a morbid thought, but a liberating one. It's a call to action. Don't wait for a life review to appreciate your journey. Don't wait for a tunnel of light to seek love and peace. What happens after death may be the ultimate unknown, but how we live in the face of it is entirely within our control. The mystery of death invites us to fully embrace the gift of life. Thank you for joining us on this exploration. Remember to live fully, and we'll see you in the next one.